What if most of your decisions were never truly yours? What if the major you chose, the career you're chasing, even the way you speak and behave, or simply intelligent responses to other people's expectations? Imagine for a moment that the life you defend, the one you call my choices, was quietly designed for you long ago without you even noticing. From the first day we became aware of this world, expectations began to form around us. They smiled when we behaved a certain way, frowned when we stepped out of line. We received love when we pleased and guilt when we disappointed. And slowly, without realizing it, we learned a dangerous lesson. To be loved, you must become what they want. Your family dreams of a secure future for you. Society paints a picture of success, a respected degree, a stable job, marriage at the right time, a house that looks like everyone else's, a life that can be displayed online without embarrassment. Everything sounds logical, loving even, but the question rarely asks is, what about you? What do you want? The pressure starts early. Choose a major that has a future. Don't waste time on things that won't make money. Don't be too different. Don't embarrass us. Don't take risks. Be realistic. And with every don't, a small inner voice retreats. The voice that once said, I love drawing, I love writing, I love adventure, I want to live on my own way. But we learn to silence it because acceptance feels more important than desire, because fear of rejection feels stronger than the love of freedom. Psychologically, we are wired to seek belonging. Ancient humans knew that being expelled from the tribe meant death. Today, even though the world has changed, our brains still treat rejection like a threat to survival. So we choose social safety over personal freedom. We tell ourselves, it's fine, I'll adapt. Maybe I'll grow to love this path. At least it's secure. But there is a subtle and dangerous difference between a true desire and a planted one. A true desire gives you energy even when you're tired. A planted desire allows you to succeed while feeling empty. You may meet every standard and still sense something missing, something invisible in the photos, yet screaming inside you at night. Imagine a young man who chose to study medicine because it was the best. He wasn't bad at it. In fact, he excelled. He received praise, pride, admiration. But inside him was another world he longed for, a world of art and music. Each year he postponed that inner voice. After graduation, after stability, after I make everyone proud. Years passed. He became a successful doctor. Good salary, respected status. But one night after a long shift, he sat in his car and couldn't start the engine. He felt a strange heaviness. Not physical exhaustion, but the realization that he was living a life that didn't resemble him. He had succeeded at everything except being himself. In contrast, there are those who wake up earlier. They feel the pressure, yes. They disappoint some people, perhaps, but they choose short-term discomfort over long-term regret. Their lives may not be perfect, but they are honest. And the difference between them is simple. One delayed asking the question, the other faced it early. But does freedom mean rebellion? Does it mean rejecting everything our families or society want? Not necessarily. True freedom is not shouting in everyone's face. It is not cutting ties with the world. Freedom is choosing consciously, not reacting fearfully. Saying yes because you want to, not because you're afraid. Taking responsibility for your decision, even when it's difficult. You can belong to a community without dissolving into it. You can respect your family without erasing yourself. The real battle is not between you and them. It is between you and your fear. When do we take responsibility for our choices? When we stop blaming circumstances. When we admit that silence was a decision, that agreement was a choice, that continuing down a path that doesn't reflect us is also a choice. If something in this resonates with you right now, here are practical steps to begin your journey. First, create space for complete silence, away from opinions and noise. Write this sentence: if no one were judging me, what would I do? Answer honestly, without censorship. Second, revisit your major decisions. Ask yourself, did I choose this out of passion or out of fear? Don't judge yourself, just understand your motive. Third, face the fear of disappointing others. Remember, their disappointment is temporary. Your disappointment in yourself can last a lifetime. People adapt faster than you think. Fourth, take one small, courageous step. You don't need a dramatic revolution. Enroll in a course in what you love. Dedicate 1 hour a day to your dream. Small movement breaks large chains. Fifth, gradually build a life that resembles you. Not all at once, but with consistent awareness. With every decision, ask, does this reflect me or their expectations? In the end, life is not a competition to please everyone. It is not a performance to prove you're as you should be. Life is deeply personal. No one will live it for you, and no one will bear the consequences but you. Pleasing others may feel comfortable today, but it can become a prison tomorrow. Choosing yourself may hurt now, but it transforms into deep peace later. Imagine yourself 10 years from now, looking back at this exact moment, at this day when you felt something needed to change. Will you see someone who tried to be an acceptable version of everyone else, or will you see someone who was afraid but chose to be real? Life is too short to live as a draft for other people's approval, and too long to spend on a path that doesn't resemble you. The question is not what do they want from you. The real question is who do you want to become when there is no one left to impress? 10 years from now, will you thank yourself or will you apologize to yourself?